Hello, third time lucky. I've tried to record this a couple of times. I think I'm hitting the the volume button down here and it's stopping the video. So how's it been going, people? YouTube. Again, I haven't put a vlog up. I actually was out on Tuesday, meant to put one up because I've got some stuff to talk about the bike and bits and bobs. But first off, I'm going to talk about me. I actually got an injury in my leg. I've still got bruises, and that was like a week and a half ago. It's all yellowed down my shin. I get scraped with a cage at work, which was nasty. I don't have any real pain. If I touch it, if I prod it, it's kind of still a bit tender. But I've also got my left heel. I've got plantar fasciitis, which is it's a I haven't went to a doctor's. This is self-diagnostic testing. Um, but basically, any periods where you sit and then you go to get up, you've got like a slight heel pain, and it's kinda in the heel slightly towards the instep, and it's like it's just pain. It just feels stiff and sore. So you've got to do like stretches. You've got to kind of like go with your toes up like this and kind of arch, and then you've got to like if you go in steps and it's almost like if you're going to do like a dive off a board. You kind of bend it backwards and you stretch the instep and the heel. So I've got that at the moment, which is it's not maybe as bad as what it could be. Like I think you can get various kind of forms of it. I think that's a fly. It can be quite real, it can be bad, and it can be kind of like sort of minor. So I've got that at the moment, so I've got to be careful. It's on the bike. It's not as sore. If I sit about and say maybe I need to get up to go to the toilet or something, it's just it can be really bad. Just getting up, that stiffness. But I'm trying to work at it. I'm going to get some. I'm going to like see what the proper, because I'm doing stretches at the moment, but I don't want to be doing anything that's not sort of meant to be, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to research it. But that's what I've got: plantar fasciitis, and you wake up one day and you've got it, and it could be there for a couple of days, a week, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year. It's not. It's one of these things that just comes and goes. So we've had a storm the last couple of days. It came, I think, midweek, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm southwest Scotland, and we're kind of protected in like a bay, like the Isle of Arran, Mull and Tyre, and then you go up the coast to Largs, Ardrossan, Saltcoats, Greenock, goes all up that way, Glasgow, and we're kind of protected. But it came from the southeast, so the east coast, like kind of anyone on the east coast, like Aberdeen, got it really bad, I believe. We didn't get it that bad. It was windy, and I wouldn't say it was really wet, but prior to that it was quite wet, so I've not been out as much on my bike as what I should. But out today just to get a bit of air between the old head, as we say in Scotland. So actually really quite a nice day. It's kind of nice temperature for cycling. It's just enough to get your kit on, get a bit of heat up, but you're not really, you're just at that nice kind of, I'm okay, I'm not really cold. But anyway, I've got a couple more points to talk about, so I'll do that in the next wee bit. See you soon. I tell you one thing, see these gloves, they really are annoying. It's just hitting this button that just doesn't work. I might try this finger. The pad's still there. Right, see you soon. Hello, welcome back. So, update the TPUs. TPUs are still absolutely phenomenal. Just so fast. So just the comfort is just amazing. I've got an issue with the front tyre. I've got a very slow puncture. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I need to watch without stopping this video. Oh, it's kind of slidey, these gloves. I think it's here. And I don't know if you'll be able to see that. But I've got a little cut and I can see a little bump. So what I'm thinking it is, it's like some kind of thorns went in. But it's not losing a lot of pressure. Like, I could probably have that blown up today, probably ride it tomorrow, and it'll still be a decent pressure. And then maybe if I went out the next day, I'd have to just pump up a wee bit. But I could probably still, third day it might be a bit soft. But the problem that I've got, and these tyres were tubeless before, and I did clean the inside as best as I could get it. When I had these tyres on, so I had butyls before I put the TPUs in. And when I was taking off the butyl, it was sticking a little bit. It wasn't sticking bad, but it was sticking. But because it's a butyl, it came off reasonably easy. But I'm thinking with these TPUs, if I try and investigate it tonight, I don't know what it's going to do. I may damage the tyre, taking it off. It'd be good to maybe try out the patches to see how good it repairs. But it's not a bad puncture, it's like really, really slow. So I'm kind of tempted. I don't think there's anything in the tyre. I think what's happened is it's went in and it's come out, but it's like a tiny, tiny, tiny pinhole. But I don't know, I'm kind of tempted just to leave it in a way, but we shall see. Other thing is, I've got this bottle, so I only carry, if I'm doing my loop, if I'm going out with there, I'll carry 2 bottles, but this is, I've got 2 bottles because I've got the one I've just drank from. But this is my Team Sky. I've got a lot of bottles. Like I bought a lot of the tax bottles worth what 50 pence in Planet X, and I bought some of these on special as well. If I see a bottle and it's on special, I usually tend to just buy it. It's a couple of quid. So I've got quite a few bottles, but this, like 2 seconds. So I've made it into, you can see the pink TPU, and I've got some, I don't know if you can actually see, I've got my tool, my Lidl's tool, which has got a chain breaker on it, which is the worst tool I've ever got. The chain breaker just failed the first time I tried to use it, but it's got like hex keys and stuff, so it still serves a purpose. Possibly going to get one for my Christmas from my wife. I don't know if you can see, I've got a little microfiber in there. I've got obviously the TPUs, the pink bit. I've got some quick links. I've got, I don't know if you can just see them, there's like that orange thing there, just above the pink TPU. That's my orange tyre levers. They've actually broke. They're, what's the company that make them? Oh, I can't remember. But there's quick links in that, so I've got 2 sets of quick links. I don't have a chain breaker. I really should maybe put my, well, when I get this new tool, it's going to have a chain breaker, so that will solve that. But I've just put it in this bottle. This is the Elite Fly Edition bottles, but they've got quite a wide neck compared to the tax bottles. So I've made that into a toolkit, a bottle toolkit. The reason I've done that is because I've been running the seat post. This has actually got, the Physique's got a clip that you can put a saddlebag. I need to look into that, but my bag just straps on here. But it gets really wet if you're out and it's raining and stuff. Not that it would really soak in, it'd probably survive, but this is going to be a far better, like, waterproof protected bottle type of thing. And if I'm only carrying the one water bottle and fill up in the town, it means I've got a free bottle cage, so I can put this in and use that as a bottle, a bottle toolbox type thing. Because I've got this bottle, my old Team Sky. This is just about had it. Look, it's it still works. So it means I've got a free bottle. So I've been trialing that out. I've got my pump in the back. I've also got a little thing here I can put my pump on, which I did have not the last ride, and it's fine. It sometimes catches my calf muscle, but it's not that. It's only when you're maybe not pedalling it catches. But I've got my pump in my bag, my pocket, I mean. So that's that little bit. So I'll go on to the next one as well. So that's a good little thing though, a little toolbox type thing. You see it there. Bing. Anyway. This fingers. Right, I'm back with my dodgy gloves that I meant. They do work touchscreen, but they can be a bit temperamental. Right, so I've covered my TPUs, I've covered my tool, bottle tool holder, bottle tool holder. Whatever. So I was on the other day, and basically I've been using these wibs. I'll put a picture up here. So these are the Muck Off dry and wet wibs, and I've been using them for quite a few years, and they've lasted really well. Both are getting down to, they must have just a little bit left. I don't know how much. I've got certainly plenty of applications left. But like the wet wib can be really messy when you use it. The dry wib's a little bit better because it kind of dries in a little, and it's a little bit cleaner when you use it. So I've been looking into waxing your chain, and something I've been kind of looking into for the last couple of months, year or so. There's two ways of doing it. There's an immersive wax and a drip-on wax. The immersive wax is get like a crock pot, you melt it, you dip the chain in. You've got to get the chain clean. So a couple of weeks ago I had an issue with my old chain starting to crack. So I put a quick links. I had two quick links in it to fix it, to get me through the winter. I got a new chain anyway, and then I basically cleaned it, got all the grease off it, got it prepped for potentially waxing it. What happened was I tried to get like some kit on finance. It didn't really work out. It kind of fell through, so that was kind of up in smoke. But the chain, I had the chain prepped so that if I did get wax in the coming months, I had it ready to go. And then what happened was my chain just went absolutely tits up, basically, and cracked right through it. I had a picture. I'll put a picture up there. So it cracked right through. So I was then forced to put the new chain I had, it was prepped for waxing. Had to run it for a couple of weeks. So I was looking into it. I then got this here. God, this is a lot of editing. Ding. This is Super Secret Silka chain wax. It's a drip-on paraffin-based wax. So I cleaned my cassette, cleaned my cranks, cleaned the chain. I mean, it's clean enough. It's maybe not surgically clean, like putting it in like an ultrasonic bath and all that malarkey. But it's super clean, and then waxed it. You're only meant to put it in the inside. I actually put a drip in the outside as well. I don't know if that was the way to do it. I just wanted to get a really good first coat. And so I've had a couple of rides with it, and it is heaven. It is so quiet. It's almost like, it's frighteningly quiet. Like, I'm starting to hear stuff in the bike that I've never heard before. Like, it's almost to the point where the drivetrain would probably drown out some other stuff. But it's like super quiet. It's just, it's pretty amazing. It really is. Like, the combination of this plus the TPUs is just like it's just unbelievable. And if you look at my drivetrain, this is where I need to watch I don't stop. It's so clean. Like, there's nothing. You know, I can rub that. My cassette's clean. Like, I can rub that, and there's nothing there. There's like, you can probably see there's a little, like a line of wax that's just slightly coming off. But it's so quiet. It's just phenomenal, and it's quick as well. But it's quiet. It's so smooth. So this coating I've got on should last a couple 100 miles, I believe. I need to look into it to see how. I think when you start to hear your chain, that's when you put just another little bit on. I think you can top it up, and then maybe after a couple of top ups, you then just clean your chain, which is just simply putting it in hot water and cleaning it that way, and then just reapplying. It's so easy. But it's going to be more efficient for the chain, because I've been going through quite a lot of chains recently. So it's one of these upgrades. It is a little bit more. I think I looked into the Muck Off stuff was, I think, £12, £10, £12 for the 4-ounce bottle. The Super Secret for a 4-ounce bottle was £28, which is actually quite a good price. It's about 32 elsewhere. Now that seems like a lot of money, and it kind of is, but it's one of these kind of, I say marginal gains, but it's one of these things that it kind of, like, it seems a lot of money, but in the long term, it kind of is it's gonna save you on like chain wear, and if it saves on chain wear, it means it's saving you money on chains, because this is actually a 105 chain. I would probably buy an Ultegra or even like a Dura-Ace chain. If I think I'm going to get a really good wear rate out of it, I probably would put more money. So you're almost saving money, but then you can maybe invest that in better chains in the future. But I'm absolutely blown away. It's just, and it's so easy to apply. I just basically did like a drip on each link, and then just let it dry overnight, and it's basically, I've gave it a little rub with a towel, which takes a little bit of the excess off. You don't really mind too much with the excess, it basically will just flake off, but it goes into the links. It's in the rollers and the pins and the links inside the chain, which is where the wax goes. So initial reports are, I'm absolutely over the moon with it. It's just phenomenal. Really, really good. So what time are we at? 12 minutes past 1, so my wife will probably just be getting ready for work. I don't know, I might just head home and chill for this afternoon, maybe do a bit of housework, stuff like that. I was thinking I'd go up to my mum's, but if I do that, it gives me a couple extra miles, but I'm that way with my heel. I want to just maybe like rest a little from my heel. It's kind of causing me a bit of grief at the moment. But that's the upgrades in the bike. As I say, the TPU tubes and now the waxing. And that bottle of wax will do quite a few chain coatings. And I'll get it. I don't know what that was. I've just seen a wee bit of thread. As I say, that will last. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep, when I start to hear the chain, then that's maybe when I think about, waxing it. So it's all try on error. I'll update every so often on it. But it's super, super quiet. It's just, and the rear cassette's just clean. You basically don't pick up dirt. You do pick up dirt, but it's like you just rub it off, or it just falls off itself. It doesn't attract dirt when you wax a chain, whereas like the muck off stuff, the kind of oil based lubes just attract. They're just a magnet, and you get that grinding paste, and then that starts to weigh your chain down a little bit. In my opinion, it weighs it down a little bit more over the course of like weeks, months, whatever. So yeah, I need to really look into that. Also cranks. I still haven't really had an issue with my cranks. I also bought a crank removal tool and a cassette removal tool. I need to get a cassette of pliers to turn it. So I've got I thought I could put my torque wrench in and turn it, but it's a smaller size of square bolt or whatever it is that fits on. So I need to get like a spanner wrench or something. But that's in the future. I'm going to clean my chain a little bit, my cassette a little bit more thorough in the future. But the bike, I'm so happy with the bike at the moment. It's just really running sweet as a nut. But as I say, these little upgrades are really good. But the cassette, I mean, when I go home today, like pre-based, pre-wax, I would probably have to give the chain. Oh God, words are just failing me. I would have had to have cleaned the chain off a little bit, and the cassette would have, you'd see where you were, what gear set you were on, and there'd be a little black edge, or it'd start to go black. But with a wax chain, it's so clean that you don't even need to touch it. So it's actually less maintenance in the long run. So I'm going to head back. I don't know whether to go up to my mum and dad's, or whether I'd just head home. I don't know. kind of want to just head home in a way. But anyway, take care. Catch you next time. Use a good finger. Bye.